music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Pose Season 1, Episode 3. It is 2:48 in the morning. It is 88 degrees outside. I got my air conditioner on. I just freaked out because I saw a goddamn centipede in my house and they had to die, bitch. They had to die real fast. And I was like, but I got to get these reviews done so I can't be worried about how hot it is outside and a punk ass centipede trying to kill me and come for my life. And I had to take its life. But we're going to go ahead and get into this review because I literally was about to hit record and I looked and it was just like crawling right to me as if it's cool. I mean, I know it's hot outside and they don't want to be outside in the heat. Don't bring your monkey ass up in my house with centipedes. I hate bugs. I hate bugs. God, jeez. I had to shut up with y'all real quick. Anyway, tonight's lipstick is Urban Decay. The color is called Love Drunk. So, yeah. Anyway, Pose, it was a good episode today. I still feel like the show was too long. The whole hour and a half, it's a good show. I love the show. I just don't need it to be an hour and a half. I feel like, I'm just like, I be tired. Y'all know Sunday, I have 4 shows to review. I haven't even watched Shades of Blue, which come on today too. And I'm like, can we get an hour, like an hour, maybe 10 minutes? I'm like, what, an hour and a half? And let me just stop complaining. Anyway, this episode is kind of focused on Christmas time and everything. So, it's Christmas time. We see Damon talking about how when he, was back with his parents, how he couldn't really, be himself. Oh, that boob, Lord Jesus. He couldn't really be himself except around Christmas time because he would be in whatever play and he would play whatever character who would be like in a robe. So to him, he can dress up. And he said even in them times, his father would not be upset with him, even with him, being in a robe or whatever. But, it was kind of cool. So Blanca like, okay, that's cool, we're gonna have a good Christmas, but all of my children can't tell me one gift they want and I'm gonna put that gift under the tree. So Angel asks, honey, she's not in the mood. I think she got that married man, honey. She got that damn Sam, and she don't want no gift because she just think about different things. I think she don't like Christmas as well. She then tells a story about when she was like 6 years old, how she was out with her parents or the dad or whatever, and how she stole like one red pump from a store because she wanted it, and of course she couldn't ask her father for it. And so she stole it, hid it in her coat, got all the way home, and then the shoe fell out in front of her parents, and she kind of got in trouble for one, stealing, but what she stole. Like, why would you want to steal the shoe? And so she, since then, she kind of just has not wanted to be, Christmas a person or whatever. So we see that thing, and now she's sad. Okay. So, we do see the ball, and I love the balls. The balls are cool. I'm seeing this a part of the show. It's really, really cool. So the ball category this time was best dressed, high class, and a fur coat. I said, okay, come throw in a fur coat. So we do see, different people coming down there in little fur coats. Then we see Ricky and Damon talking, and Damon like, are you ready? He like, I don't know if I can do this. This not really for me. He like, look, if you want to be in the house of Evangelista, you have to perform. You have to, why can't I think of the word? You have to, be in the balls. I can't think what the word is. Compete, Lord Jesus. You have to compete. So, you kind of had no choice. And you're going to do great, so go down and do great. Honey, Ricky went down in that damn fur coats, a full-length fur coat, and strutted his stuff. They kept on saying he was like a young Billy D. Williams. I mean, he was a little cute. You know what I'm saying? He was a little cute, and I liked him and everything. And he won second place. So, he was very, very happy. So, we do see, he looked like a little snack. So we then see Blanca, Damon, and Ricky, out after the ball and everything. Because remember, Ricky is not part of the house of Evangelista yet. So they talking about this little new snowball coming up, and Damon wants Ricky to help him with his stuff. He like, she's like, is that okay? He's like, is that okay, mother? And she's like, he doesn't need permission from me. I'm not his mother. She's like, well, he's like, well, I want him to kind of join our house. She was like, I'm not running a halfway house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where'd that coat come from? And he like, oh, it was my grandmother's. And she was like, don't lie to me. That just pisses me off. He said, well, I actually, borrowed it from Coat Check. I was going to bring it back. I just wanted to win and make a good impression. So she's like, look, you're good. You have good talent or whatever, but you're arrogant. They don't want arrogance. You have to be confident. And it's a difference, which it is. And she then said, if you're going to be in my house, I have rules. You can't distract, David from his schooling or whatever. You have to, do something with yourself. And also, you have to call me mother. And so she basically lets him in. So it was cool. We see Pray Tell and Helena, who was Damon's teacher, both at the hospital. They both go on the elevator. They both went up to the same floor. They both sat in, and they both go separate ways to see separate people. So we see Pray Tell first goes, as he's walking down the hall. You see, it looked dirty. It looked like, it just looked bad. Okay, you saw empty room. You saw people sitting there with like puke on their shirt. You saw gurneys in the hallway with like dried up blood. It was just nasty. Okay, it was what it was. He gets to a room and he sees a tray of food on the floor. So he pick it up like, is it your lunch? And we see his friend. And the friend said, oh, so-and-so must be on duty when she on duty. When she nurse on duty, she don't bring it in here. So he like, oh, God. And then he looked like, okay, they didn't even get silverware to eat the food with. He like, it don't matter, I'm not hungry. So, we see how Pray Tell's like, you just got pneumonia, it's okay. It's going to be fine. I've seen people come out here with worse stuff than that. And we see the guy saying, I can't believe I'm going to spend my last Christmas, here in this hospital. So I'm like, okay, clearly he has AIDS, and clearly he's dying from it. So Pray Tell is going to see him because that's his boyfriend. And he's like, no, it's okay. We have all these things to do. We have to hang out, go to town. So the Nutcracker just making plans with him, and he just laying there, sick as a dog. We see that part of it. We then see Helena on the other side, and she's also seeing someone. And when she goes to his room is also, a little bit dirty. His gown looks dirty, and he's dancing around the room. Dancing around the room, and she's like, why are you off the bed? You have to come sit down. He's like, no. He like pushes her away. He yanks his IV out. It's messing up my dance. He's dancing, and he like don't even realize what's going on. She's like, nurse. So the nurse come do whatever. When he kind of come back to his senses, like, when did you get here? Like, what was out my bed? Why was out my bed? She's like, you were dancing. You've always been my favorite student. A great dancer. So okay. So one of her former students also has the disease, and he's also dying. So it was crazy to see them both, because they're both connected in one way. Because Pray Tell, knows Damon, that's his teacher, but they're both seeing someone die of the same disease who they both love in different ways. So that was very, very telling. From there we see how Pray Tell and Blanca's talking. Pray Tell is making her outfit for the ball. And she's like, oh yeah, what happened to your boyfriend or whatever? He's like, oh, he's in the hospital. She's like, oh, what, how bad is it? And he says, oh, he has pneumonia. But he like, we gonna talk about that right now. So, because he's getting emotional, of course, Blanca has the disease, so he feel like, let's not talk about it because you're gonna die from it too. And she's like, you think this is the first time I've had to have this conversation with somebody who's, talking about the disease that someone has that I also have. So, it was a very touching conversation because Pray Tell kind of breaks down and says, it's just hard because how many boyfriends I've seen go in there. He like, how can we date someone and start a life with someone if the following week they won't be here anymore? The disease is taking it's just taking us, it's taking them day by day by day. Everyone, because back then there was no cure. There was medication for it, but more people were dying from it than living with it. Like once you caught it, then it was more of a death sentence. Whereas now you can live, forever with the proper medication. So for them, they're like, all of our people are catching it, and they're all dying. And you almost can't live your own life because someone you love could be gone the next day. So he asked her if she told the kids of her house that, she's positive. She says, no, if I tell them that, they won't do what they're supposed to do. They won't work as hard as they know, or they think that I'm going to die the following day. She's like, without that I'm going anywhere anytime soon. She's like, but I just, don't think that they need to know right now. And I get her reason for saying that, because I guess she felt like I just found out I can possibly live, a year or two with it. Because I think she probably felt like she had those symptoms yet. And so, I get it why she doesn't want to tell anybody. We see Stan. Honey, Stan and fully got Angel a fully furniture. I'm like, he got all the furniture, living room furniture, bedroom furniture, microwave, all the good stuff. And then it's like he waiting for the TV and the VCR to be delivered. I said, well, ain't that about a bitch? Okay. So she's like, oh my God, this is just so beautiful. I just don't know what to do. He takes her into the bedroom. Okay. And it was funny because he put on Janet Jackson, let's wait a while. I'm like, okay, let's wait a while. It's been a while. We've been waiting. What we going to do now? But, she like, I just feel so safe here. Like nothing can hurt me. And he's all smiling. And she said, why do you want, to promise me one thing. On Christmas, can you just come spend some time with me? I know you have your kids and your wife. But this is like an hour. It's like an hour. Can you come here and just like have a glass of eggnog with me? Can you just do that? Can you promise me that? He says, of course. And then they kissed and hugging and stuff. Honey, they didn't get naked and they get in that bed. And we found out that Angel is the bottom and Stan is the top. Because I was like, okay. He pulls the condom out. And at first I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Like, how much is it going to show? And so it was, it's weird to see things that you don't understand, but you also understand because it's just, it's whatever. So my my reaction to the scene was, okay, he got a condom because he's the top and she's the bottom and they're gonna have sex, and that was it. And I said okay, and it was what it was. The next thing we see, Damon is basically late to class because he was at the house helping them, dance and rehearse for the ball. Now, Helena had got a phone call that her student had passed away, the one who was in the hospital. So she's already reeling from that. So Damon come in class, he kind of just come in the door, get right into Quay, and he he danced or whatever, and she noticed him. Damon, you late? And she like, oh yeah, I was running late, this and this or whatever, but I'm here ready. She like, no. So it was a thing where you seen she was not for the bullshit. And I wonder in the back of my head is, do she see the same thing in him that she saw in her student that just died? And that's why she kind of going at him. Because he then said like, why you calling me out in front of everybody else? Like, I love being here. I'm getting ready but I was also getting ready for the ball. And they have like a full-fledged dialogue where you're like, is that all you care about? You have to be here, live this, breathe this, be broken, open to all. So she giving all this monologue. But basically, when he said he going to the ball, that he was preparing for the ball, is that all you care about? Is that what you care about? You know what I'm saying? You know what? Get out. Because time waits for it was a whole thing. It's like a whole little thing. Like, I'm like, she's really upset. I get he was late, but I'm like, damn, girl. And then she like, I have my ways to where I uplift you, but I also have to check you. So I took you to the ballet. But however, you late and I'm mad. So this is what you get. I embarrass you in front of everybody. It kind of teaches you discipline. But he is so young and impressionable and just not. He's not used to that kind of stuff. He didn't know what to do. So he first like, why you mad at me? And it went from that to like, I love being here. You know what I'm saying? So he's confused. But she like, get out of my class. Boy, bye. And he leave because he like, damn, what did I do so bad that she gonna kick me out of her class? Because then he do love being there. So I felt like she was just grieving because the kid had just passed away. My eyes itching, y'all. And she was just kind of feeling like he doesn't get what it's going to take to really make it as a dancer. And that's what I got that she was doing it. But she went about it a different way. Whatever. We see Electra. Okay? Electra, honey, goes to the doctor. And she's sitting in the doctor's office, and we see her like looking at the pamphlet that's about reassignment surgery. And I'm like, okay, she's going to look at getting reassigned or whatever. So the doctor who comes in, we find out that the doctor she used to see who helps her transition as much as she has already. So she has not had bottom half surgery, passed away. She brings up how he told her what to do about, hormones, this and electrolyte, all these things that he told her to go do to help her transition. He passed away. So the doctor was like, yeah, once he passed away, the hospital kind of shut down our program. They felt like what we were doing was unnatural, but we're now slowly, discreetly coming back to help transsexuals. So she's like, it's a note in his notes. He says how he kept asking you, or he kept contacting you to be on like the list for the reassignment surgery, but you kind of never got back with him. Like, what's going on that you not want to do it? She's like, no, I just, I didn't have time to be on someone's wait list. I just did what I had to do to get what I can get done at that time. I was kind of, it was whatever. So she's like, well, we think you're like top on our list to have the surgery. And she's like, well, how much does it cost? And she said, well, we'll discuss that later, but we just want you to know that you can do this, honey. And I think for the first time, we saw Electra smile, and a real smile of real happiness, because she was like, I can finally be fully who I am to my core if I can have this surgery. And I was like, she really smiled. Like, it was a real ass, bitch, I'm happy smile. And not no, I don't like you, bitch, I know Reed smile, not no shade smile. A real happy smile. So we see that's kind of cute. We then see when she's home and she's sitting on her couch and she's just thinking about things, because she needs money to have this surgery, and where she gets the money from. Two of her children come in and they like, oh yeah, it's Christmas time, we need to get in the Christmas spirit or whatever. And then they said something like, maybe your suitor can like get us some money to do whatever. And she's like, y'all don't know how hard it is for me. All y'all see is the furs and the cars or whatever, and all this glam stuff, but y'all don't get that he counts every penny, every nickel, every dime, every gift, every dime, everything he gives me. He, counts it as if it's 1, 2, 3. And anything that I can steal slightly and get away with, it goes into the house of abundance. So y'all need to know that the food, the house, the light, the gas, the rents, what I'm saying, I pay for it in other ways. And we know that you take care of us or whatever. So at this point, she realized, okay, I shouldn't have been that pissed. She's like, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that with you guys. I know you guys. She said, I know y'all are dumb, but y'all are not. No, y'all are stupid. Y'all are stupid, but y'all are not incapable. I say, well, damn it, that's not a compliment. So we then see them leaving the house, and what do we see them go do, honey? They done went down to the white folks' place and then bamboozled the hood, ranked the damn Santa Claus who's doing a little Savage Army red kettle thing. We have the one go and she puts some money in there. The second one come and she kind of she drops a purse, because she's distracting them from distracting them from looking at the thing. Then, honey, Electra literally is in a red fur coat. I said, you could be no inconspicuous in a red coat. She in a red coat running down the street with bolt cutters to cut the buckets and take it and run. They're like, they're still in the bucket. I'm like, they stole the goddamn red Salvation Army bucket from Santa Claus. I said, Lord Jesus. Okay. So they get back home. Oh my God, there's so much money. I've never seen so much money up close. And they counting. And they stole $2,300. Oh my God, we can get this, we can get that, we can get this, we can get that. And Electra like, yep, it's gonna be a great Christmas. And she picking the money up. And she kind of run her fingers through it. Yeah, we're gonna be great. Honey, she took that money and went down to the doctor's office and put a deposit on her surgery. I said that she didn't have these people rob Santa Claus. Okay, rob Santa to pay for her surgery. I said, you weren't gonna tell them though? Like, I would have said like, hey, we need to do this because I need that. Okay, and we could, at least do 2 robberies. At least go to another one and rob them and say, y'all keep that kettle, I'm gonna keep this kettle, or do something. I'm like, you just took all the girl. But Electra does what Electra needs to do to get what she wants. You gotta use what you got to get what you want. We do see Blanca go talk to Damon's teacher. It was really cool, and this is another part where I feel like they can cut down. Like, the show don't need to be an hour and a half. These long reads, these long monologues. They don't need a long monologue in every single scene. That's why I'm like, sometimes I'm like, it's just a little too long sometimes, and I be tired, baby. Cause like right now it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, they're basically having a conversation where, Blanca's saying, kids will be kids, and we have to kind of help them along the way. And you see, Helena saying like, look, he can't be in my class because I make cuts every year, and he ain't gonna make it because he picking between the two. And as a parent, you sometimes have to, have your child make a choice, and you can't want them to do both. Something like that. Basically saying, you have him doing them balls and doing his. He can't do both. Because they can't be. Because something that's a distraction can't be an inspiration. Meaning, he's distracted in school because of what he's doing at them balls, and you can't say the balls are inspiration because it's distracting from school. You can't have it both ways. Like as a parent, you can't do that. But she's under the impression that he was late because he didn't have the money to get there, whatever. Because of course, Damon lied. So when Blanca get home and she's like, I went and talked to your teacher. I was gonna try to fix it before you had to get involved. And she's like, whatever. Here's a metro pass to get back and forth, so you can't ever have to lie so you can't get somewhere. She's like, you was late because you had to walk because you was late. Like it had nothing to do with you not having money to get anywhere. And so because you lied, because you're in trouble, you're gonna go back to school, but you ain't gonna be, in any balls for a month. Oh, but not the snowball. She's like, no, a ball is a ball, yes, including snowball. But I told you how much I like it. You know how much Christmas means to me. I can't believe you would do this to me. And he going off. I hate you. I'm gonna do it anyway. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. She's like, I'm gonna put you the fuck out my house and throw your shit out the window. I said, well, she can't do that. I hate you. And she said, well, go hate me in your room. And of course, he had to go away. I mean, that's what mothers do. Your children, at one point or other, your child is going to hate you. Not a real hate. It's an I'm upset hate. And then they be over it in like a day. So, we see that. We see Sam. Sam is shopping for Christmas gifts. He's with his daughter at the mall. So he's getting his wife a bracelet. He asked the salesman, like, what kind of, gift can I get for my wife, whatever. The salesman, like, okay, well, how does she look? He describes his wife. He picks out this bracelet. He then told his daughter, go play outside. He then said, what if she was Puerto Rican? Like, how would that look? He like, well, that's a different skin tone. You should get this. So the daughter looks and sees him buying the second gift. But he buys them both anyway. And the dude, like, yeah, I'm going to pack them up separately for you because he know that you get things for your wife and your girlfriend. He like, I don't know what you're talking about. Just box them up. So at that point in time, we then see at the house, his wife is at home. Here come Matt, James Vanderbeek, his boss. And he come up in there like, oh, hey, I'm bringing gifts up here, whatever. What's going on? Where's Sam? Oh, he's out with our daughter shopping. Like, okay. So he talking to her, whatever, throwing all these weird little hints at her. Then, she said, yeah, he's always working so late with you guys. I don't see him that much. He works, he's more married to you than me. This fool say, I never have him working late. She's like, well, if it's not you, then who is it? He's like, I don't know. You should ask him. He does work for other people, but, so I don't know. I'm like, he just really? Now, earlier in the episode, we saw a little bit of a scene where Sam was seen coming out of the executive offices, and Matt saw him. Like, what you doing in there? He's like, oh, I had talked to so-and-so, and I mentioned, if he had a pitch, and they thought the pitch was so good, he should go pitch it himself to the upper heads. And he was like, that's my realm. That's my job. You did that without talking to me. So he was mad about it. But, Sam's like, I didn't do it to be rude. Like, I didn't know about it, whatever. But he said, but no one prevented you from being at that meeting. But, it was what it was. So, of course, he just died. He mad. So now he in that man's house trying to ruin his marriage. So, at that point in time, like, you should have when was the last time you done something just for yourself? Like, when have you felt something just so exciting, something so new? And then he kissed her. And she kissed him back. I said, now, ain't this about a huzzy? Now, we know Sam out there twirling his... Let me stop. Anyway, she said, you kissed all those models and all these other women and you still bad at it. So he's a bad kisser. He says, well, next time, so it'll be better. And she says, there won't be a next time. And at this point, Sam come home like, who car in the driveway, honey? He like, who's here? You see the gifts on the table. He's like, oh, Sam, welcome home. We like, the fuck you doing here? oh, I just came, some drop some gifts off, whatever, Merry Christmas. They hug. He like, all right, well, I'm gonna see you out. Let's go. He said, the next time you want to come to my house, call me first. I said, okay. He said, you know what? He said, don't, either said, don't lose your wife or don't, something about not losing his wife. I said, he trying to get you, okay? He trying to get you all kinds of caught up. But whatever. We see the snowball happens. The house of Evangelista comes in second place. You don't see the house of abundance performing a lot. I just thought about that. Like, no one from the house of abundance was in the balls this episode. Anyway, they win second place or whatever. So when Blanca goes home, David is sitting in the house and he is at the Christmas tree all by his lonesome. So I'm like, did we win? And she's like, no, we came in second place. We would have won had you been there, but it killed me to keep you away from the ball. But I have to be a mother to you. I have to teach you things. And he said, you know what? No, you're right. You were right to keep me away. You're a great mother. And he goes from that to saying how he kind of wished that he can get back his innocence. He wished he can get back his innocence to times where he believed in Santa Claus. He doesn't remember the moment he lost that innocence or whatever. And she just hugs him because he's in a moment of just being vulnerable. He told her before how he loves Christmas, but it also has this different memories. So I think he's just emotional, but I think it was beautiful that Damon and Blanca has these mother-son talks. I think it's really great that they do that, and it builds character on both of them in one way or other. It helps Blanca be a better mother, but it also teaches Damon that he won't always like what she do, but she always does it for a reason. So that's kind of cute. We see that on Christmas morning. Damon makes Ricky, breakfast on the floor. It ain't breakfast in bed because the bed's on the floor, so it's breakfast on the floor. And I'm like, okay, that's really cute or whatever. We see Damon gets him, Ricky gave Damon a gift. He got him headphones. Okay, cute. Very, very cute. He like, I saved up my money and bought them for you. So we then see them, on the floor kissing or whatever. And then they kissing some more. He's like, oh, is this my gift? He said, what's part of the gift? And I said, oh, what's going on here? He then gets on top of Ricky and says, Ricky, I'm ready. I said, bitch, Damon, on the floor on Christmas morning? Okay. Give up the cookie, get some nookie. He like, are you sure? He takes his hands and he puts his hands on his waist. So he says, I'm ready. And then, they kiss or whatever. But I'm like, so is Damon the top and Ricky at bottom? I would have thought it would have been different. But, we don't know. So it was what it was. But, what I'm saying? He lost his virginity to his boo Ricky on the floor in his mother's house. So, and that's how a lot of people lose their virginity. Not me, but some people. Anyway, it's Christmas morning. And, Sam's wife is in the kitchen. His kids are opening up gifts. His wife's mother is there. But you see his wife is in the kitchen just stirring the pancake batter. She just stirring. And he like, while she's in there, I'm like, the pancake batter can't be that thick. Okay, it got to be water by now. Because she just stirring. And so he's like, Mom didn't open up one of her gifts. I'm going to go ahead and give it to her. So he takes her little box of jewelry or whatever. Like, hey, you missed one. He's like, I'll open it later. And he's like, you've been here all morning. Like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? And she's like, Matt, I hope his name Matt. If not, I'm saying the wrong damn name. Matt told me how, he's never called you to work late. You know what I'm saying? So I know you out here screwing around. You cheating on me, you piece of shit. And I'm like, you gonna just ruin Christmas? You just ruin Christmas for your children because you yelling at their daddy on Christmas morning that he fucking some prostitutes or some hoes or something. I'm like, you couldn't whisper that? Girl, bye. I said she is. He is cheating though. He is cheating. But I'm like, I feel like even when you are accusing your husband of doing something, don't ruin the kids because they will always remember that one Christmas morning when Mama told Daddy she was fucking them prostitutes, and that ain't what you want to remember as you get older. So he's like, what are you talking about? He said that he doesn't call you to work. He like, I answered to 10 different people. It's not just him. And our daughter told me that you bought a second gift, a second necklace, not there's no bracelet for me. So, you couldn't even wait to buy your whole gift when you weren't with our daughter. And he's like, I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have anybody, what else did he say? I answered to 10 other people, and let me prove it. He's opening the gift for her, and he opens it for her, and it's the necklace and the bracelet. And then she feels stupid because she thought what she should have did was she should have opened the gift. And if you open the gift and it's just the bracelet, then be pissed off. But you can't get pissed off that your daughter said, well, Dad bought you 2 gifts. He asked for a necklace or a bracelet when I was there, and he bought something else when I walked away. Look at both gifts first, girl. So I think she felt dumb. Oh my God, it's just so much. You've been gone all this time. It's just so hard. He's like, oh, it's okay. Now they're hugging and kissing. And he like, we just gotta, stick it out for a couple more years, and it'll be fine. A couple years? Bitch, what? Wait back. And she's like, what the best thing about it is, I just love how on Christmas Day we're together all day together. I said, that was a petty move. Okay, no. That was a wife move. Your husband should never leave on Christmas. Okay, he should not ever. If he gone for any amount of time on Christmas, unless he want to get some eggs from the stove, and he gone for 20 minutes, he got a hold of the family. Okay, every morning for Christmas, my mom or my dad would go to Coney Island and get us breakfast, and neither one of them gone longer than 20 minutes. Okay, you better come back with some food. You better be up the street. Matter of fact, ride with someone. If your husband leave on Christmas morning or Christmas Day at any time without you, he up to some dirt. So as she's saying that, we see Angel preparing for him to come over. She's dancing around the kitchen. She's making some little cookies or whatever. And it's hour after hour after hour after hour, and he ain't there. So now she's sad because his ass ain't show up. And since sometimes that happens. So back at the house of Evangelista, Angel's there. Everyone's there. Even Pray Tell is there. And we see how Angel and Blanca's in the kitchen, I guess, trying to cook a turkey. And in some kind of way, the whole turkey caught on fire. And they throw it out the window. I'm like, why y'all just take it out the oven? Like, what if it wasn't all the way burned? I'm like, y'all tossed it out the window. But that's neither here nor there. So they end up all going to like a little restaurant to eat, for Christmas dinner. And we see Blanca gave everyone a gift. So we saw how she gave Damon a new book bag. He lost his book bag and some socks. We saw how she gave Ricky a watch. I'm like, oh, okay, cute. I don't know the other guy's name, who I think is Puerto Rican as well. But she gave him a jacket. Okay, cool. She even gave Pray Tell a camera to take pictures to say how you helped me see things in color, and I hope that you can also make more memories or whatever. That was really cute. And then she gave Angel a pair of red pumps. I said, okay now, mother. And then they got her a necklace that had a heart on it, because they say you are our heart. So it was a great episode this particular time. I'm still hoping the damn thing go down to less than an hour and a half, but I don't think I'm gonna get my wish, and I'm gonna keep reviewing it. So anyway, put your comments below. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.